Shortland Street. Next on 2.
Farmers keep coming back to Governor with AR37.
It's the persistent all-rounder
that delivers more growth on the shoulders of the season.
And is incredibly tough.
Governor from Bowerbrook. Perennial ryegrass you can count on.
Hello, the weather could really be a rough spell for some of us this weekend. And today, you take a look at the video to down south, George Empson, thanks for this. Maybe you're getting prepared. Good flow, good spillover from the Lake Tekapo there, getting that spillover into the Tekapo River. Of course, that's all the wet weather into the west coast. It goes somewhere, and that's how it looks. Go back to the weather maps, and of course, the big story is Tropical Cyclone Dovie, sitting there 200 kilometres to the south of New Caledonia, strengthened to the Category 3. And if you just notice that red blob there, centre as the eye, just seeing a bit of nibble on that western edge. Why is that interesting? Because that shows it's getting the westerlies from the subtropical jet, big blocking high that starts to steer it. The red line shows where it's going. You can see that tracks by Sunday across the upper North Island. Probably is an extra tropical low, meaning it gets some of the barocalicity. It starts to change. Still going to have loads of tropical moisture, and that is going to be the problem. This is the rain we saw today. Some 39 millimetres to New Plymouth. You are going to get a lot more over the weekend as well. This is tomorrow. This is how we start. So lots of watches and warnings, from wind to rain, wind to the far north, rain to central areas, and some places we're talking 1 to as much as 300 millimetres. Places to point out: Mount Taranaki, much of Taranaki, and also parts of the lower north and Tararoas. You could really get a bucket full of rain. Heads up for slips, heads up for flooding. Let's run this through. So that first blob of wet weather, see that go away. There'll be a bit of a breather. Then we bring in this next finger of moisture to work in, mainly across central and western areas. Notice down south, you've got one little flick of a trough. That's a few showers to Southland. Moving up the east coast, far south and west is dry, far north and east just a few showers. The meat and bones there, I'll show you in more detail what's going to happen on Sunday, but for Saturday we start off up north. Your day isn't too bad. The one thing you are going to notice, that strengthening wind as you go through the day. Just some showers here and there. Those triangles, by the way, those are the wind watch going through later Saturday into, of course, Sunday as the tropical cyclone, what will become just a cyclone by the time we go to Sunday, gets closer. Auckland, you've got some showers as well. That's the wind watch for you as well going through the course of Sunday. For Hamilton, you'll be looking at 29. You could be seeing some showers as well. More likely into the later parts of the day, just bits and pieces. Then it really starts to ramp up, and you'll see what I mean. Look at the map here. You see how it's just bits. That's the first batch going away, and then it starts to fill in. So there's a second surge of wet weather. So most areas, by the end of the day, you're going to really be in that raincoat if you are going to be out and about. Still mild, still humid, and those winds picking up too. Tauranga, drizzle, turning to spells of rain, particularly by the evening. Those could turn heavy as well. You aren't too bad on the east coast for Gisborne. You're actually dry, 30 degrees, drizzle for Napier. You're really into the meat of it though further south. Watch out for those winds and that rain to Masterton, 22. That'll be heavy at times as well. More heavy rain comes into New Plymouth and much of Taranaki, and around the mountain. Do bear it in mind. Significant rain over the course of Saturday into Sunday, down to the lower North Island. Look at that. That kind of tells you the story, really setting in through the end of the day. Wellington as well, you got the rain to set its way, and strong old sou'easter as well. Watch out for that rain as well, particularly as you go into Sunday. The northern parts of the South Island, a similar sort of thing. Nelson, Blenheim, do take some care. This will really set in. Yeah, look at that. By the end of the day, even to Westport, you're going back into that rain. You could be looking at maybe parts of, say, Westport, 50 to 100 millimetres over this weekend. So just watch as you go through. Christchurch, you've got spells of rain setting in for the end of the day. Similar sort of thing. As you track further south and west, you're kind of out of it, but you're just seeing bits and pieces. Ashburton, Timaru, you will see some wet weather, more likely the end of the day. Greymouth, Hokitika, just some high cloud. You're just south of it. Queenstown, a few spots of rain, 18 degrees. That is it. And really for the rest of the far south, not too bad. You've got a little area of moisture there. One little weak front goes through. That is a few showers, most seeing by the end of the day. That is it. Dunedin, same sort of thing. Some early wet weather, few showers by the afternoon, and 17. Right, let's get ourselves into Sunday. Yeah, it looks messy. So there it is. That's the thing tracking through. Watch that zone there. There could be strong to severe damaging winds, significant rain. That, of course, could bring some flooding. Watch this thing. And if this thing does linger, imagine the low sitting there on the west coast. That dumps more tropical moisture. That could bring some problems. So this is one of those weekends where you want to keep an eye on the weather. Look at the rainfall. And as I mentioned, if that moves north or south, what could be 300 millimetres could be north or even further south. So it's one of those weekends. Do take some care, have a plan, and just keep an eye on the weather with us as well.
Thanks for the advice. Kia ora, Dan. And thank you for your company tonight. Let's hand you over now to 7 Sharp with Hilary and Jeremy.
Jeremy. Good night.
Thanks so much, Simon. Well, we've made it through the other side of the festive season, but there's another celebration creeping up already. Valentine's Day is Monday, and if you're a celebrator, it can be a costly day.
With the cost of living on the rise, how much